he waits for inspiration, yeah, he's waiting for a sign. When the sun goes down this evening, him and the boys are gonna shine. And you know this man is deadly, though he looks like you and me. You would never turn around and stare if you met him on the street. But he's eaten up with anger and he's all fired up with hate. We gotta recognize the enemy before it's too late, yeah. Believe it. You better believe it now. Ready or not, well, here they come, just like 1931. He's got bottles full of gasoline, got a knife stuck in his boot, and he stands up like a ramrod when he throws you that salute. He believes this is his destiny, he believes this is his fate. He believes that he was born about 50 years too late. And he does not have a future, and he does not have a job. But he feels like part of something when he's running with the mob. And he thinks he's talking politics like the big boys on the news. But he's only talking terror, burn it down, yeah, light the fuse. Believe it. You better believe it now. Ready or not, well, here they come, just like 1931.
You know, it's about it's about when you cross the line, when you have a fantasy and pursue it, and it becomes an experience, and then you can't handle the experience.
This song feels very different than the other, that this feels more like a direct warning.
Hmm.
The other three seem to be the message of the violent. This one seems to be a warning against the violent. Like the first three are, we're going to show you the violence and how ugly it is, and then you need to make a decision about what you want to be a part of.
The news has always been, mainstream news has always been relatively safe. They weren't going to stick there. You know, there's an element of self-preservation. There's an element of self-preservation about the fact that we had to think back to 1992 and realize that things weren't so good, because for us, you know, right? And people do that. And it's not to excuse it, but it's different now. This isn't self-preservation. This is a power grab.
Yeah, he really saw things coming. I'm impressed by, and it's interesting that he was saying then, like, he, you know, you better believe it, makes it feel like people, you're gonna want to say this is not what's really happening, but like, believe it, this is what's really happening. And it's funny how that is true right now. Like, it couldn't be more clear that certain things are brewing, and they're still a lot of people who want to go like, well, no, it's not really. That's not really what's happening, right?
To me, it was explicitly almost about January 6, 2020. Um, the guys that
Yeah.
stormed
Oh, yeah.
the
Okay. Yeah.
stormed the
Yeah.
Capitol, it's like that was our. I mean, why did we not believe it?
Yeah.
It was right there. And yet we were in a sense saying, well, we can tamp this down. We can stop this. And it says, take a look around and believe it now. Here they come, just like 1931.
It's like when it was like the last rally and Trump brought in this comedian that said that just, was racial slurs and right. Who does that on the eve of a vote? But also it's this dog whistle. It's more than a dog. It's knowing that once it's said and put into the public square, that's a talking point for everybody who thinks like us and wants to back us. It doesn't matter if it's true.
That one sign in German, when those guys are looking at that billboard there, it says the Jews are our misfortune. And how long will it be before we have billboards that says the immigrants are our problem? That's what's dragging us down, from being
Hmm.
great. That 1% of the population or 2% of the population is the problem, and they're infesting us. And it's like, get a life. I mean, why can't we grasp what's going on?